Greetings to you. Hello, I am V. Welcome to my channel, V, Love, and Tarot. I hope you're well. Today's pick a card reading is who is watching you? Who has eyes for you? Are they stalking you? Or are they just watching you with their side eye? We're going to figure it out in today's pick a card. We have number 1 with the spider here. Number 2 with the ant. And number 3 with the scorpion. So let me know which one you choose in the comments below. If you are new, this is how we do things. We go with our intuition to figure out which pile is calling us in. Which one is saying, pick me, pick me. Please do find the timestamps below to your piles. My daughter gave us all these beautiful props to use today. And I hope that you can let me know that you stopped by putting your piles, your pile number in the comments. So let's get into it. Number 1, you're going to be first with the yellow spider. I'll put these over here. So number 1, hello friends. So who's got the eye for you? Who is all in your social media, your business, your energy? Who is coming to visit you, perhaps? We're going to figure it out. So if you're new, please subscribe. Thank you for returning. If you're not new, let me know which pile you chose. If you chose this one, please put the spider or 1 in the comments. And let me know what your favorite movie is, Halloween movie. Let me know. So number 1, who is watching you, pile 1? This is for the collective, for who needs to hear it the most. Number 1, who is watching you? Pile number 1. We're using my Who Oracle for sale on my Etsy shop. Who is watching you? Pile number 1. We got somebody with the green thumb here. Okay. What else? Who is watching you? Who is watching you? Pile number 1. Who is watching you? Pile number 1. Earth sign, more pentacles, more grounding energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn coming through. That can be the energy that they bring. Doesn't mean that they are born under this sign. Please help me clarify. Who is this person watching you? Pile number 1. Okay, somebody mysterious here. Nurturer. So we have more green here. So I'm getting somebody. Oh my gosh, here we go again. Here we go. So I'm getting somebody who is someone who could be very nurturing to you, someone very close to you. It can be a parental figure. It can be a lover. It can be somebody who you share a home with, a life with. I feel this person is also either they are good at making money or they are just very grounded. You have a lot of earth. Green thumb, nurturer, and earth sign. So wow, and down to earth. There we go. A lot of earth. And then you have something mysterious here. So this energy is like telling me that you probably don't know that they're watching you, or this energy can speak about a side of them that is very private, or maybe they see that in you. They see that you're very private, and that is why they always want to see what you're up to, what you're doing. Maybe they take a look at your pictures from time to time. That's what I'm getting with that energy. You let me know if that makes any sense to you. So please tell me more about the who is watching you. Please help me. Pile number 1. Pile number 1, who is watching you? Pile number 1. We have shield. So this person, mysterious, you have shield. So this person is remaining hidden. They don't want you to know that they have their eyes for you. They don't want you to know. They're checking in on you, putting your photos on their computer, saving your photos. Maybe they're asking people about you. Maybe you guys are even social media friends, or maybe not. They could be asking indirectly or watching you indirectly from other people's profiles, you know? And then we have caution. Yeah, somebody watching you for sure. So, be careful with be careful giving your information to a lot of people, or be careful putting your social media your personal information over on social media. Be careful with putting your photos out on the public, the globe. If you see on Facebook you have globe, put it on private for just friends to watch it or to look at it. Expulsion, and you have gratitude here. So the bottom of the sign, adventure. Okay, so this can be somebody very long distance, like a long distance connection. So maybe you didn't physically meet them, but they are on your social media. Maybe you have a social media following, Instagram stuff happening, or TikTok or whatever, and they follow your posts from afar. Gratitude, I think they like having you in their life, or maybe you help them in some way. Maybe you have like a tarot reading channel per se, or maybe you do some kind of mentorship online and they watch your videos and you help them. They've received content or valuable content from you by just watching your videos. We have the expulsion to me. Expulsion card, and to me that is like, that I feel is kind of like a way of telling me that, or no, that's like a little indicator telling me that they might remain mysterious, but they will tell you who they are when they feel it's safe, when they feel like you won't push them away or you won't get freaked out, or when they have the right conversation to start up, like the right topic to bring up to you. Mysterious, not any longer. They're going to make themselves known. They're finding the right topic to talk about. To say, hey, I've been a fan of your work, or hey, blah, blah, blah. And then you have ancestors. So like I said, I feel like this is either a relative or a friend of the family, maybe a long-lost relative that you really didn't get to know. Maybe they live in another country, another state. They're your blood relative, but you haven't really met them. There's such thing as having family all over the world and not being able to connect with them, one-on-one because of the distance, or because you guys just were raised together. So and that's how I came to be with these other cards, like somebody familiar to you, ancestor. So let's keep going. I'm gonna pull some letters here to see if any letters come through as far as what their names could be. Okay, pile number 1, please help me clarify. What is the first name of this person? What is the first name of this person? Okay. What is the first name of this person? Pile number 1, who's watching you. Alright, these two want to come out. We have a vowel. Okay. So we have D, A. You have D-A-V, E, Dave. There you go. And then you have, if we pave, Po. This can be Joe, Dave, Joe, maybe Dale. So you let me know, Dale, Dave. You let me know if these make sense to you, okay? Dole. Paul. So P-A-U-L, Paul, Dave, Joe, Dale, Poe. That's what I'm getting with these, all right? So that is an indicator. Let's tap in more into the energy of this person. Who is watching you? Please help, oh my gosh, please help me. Pile number 1. This is my Which Becomes You Oracle. This is my Autumn's Delight Oracle for sale. Pile number 1, who is watching you? Please help me clarify this energy here on the table. Who is watching you? Pile number 1. Who is watching you? Pile number 1. Who's 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 watching you? Pile number 1. You have Wiccan Witch, religion, occult, worship. Secular Witch, worldly, eccentric, and non-religious. Alright, the Wiccan Witch, religious, religion, worldly, eccentric, and then you have non-religious. Like religious, non-religious. Alright, I feel what this energy is telling me. I think it's saying that this person, they religiously watch your media, you know, in order to benefit from your content. They're very grateful to be able to see your social media. Maybe they find some kind of pleasure from watching your social media. So if you post videos, they find joy in it. I think they raise you high up to a pedestal. You have worship. They probably really value you, and they respect your work. They respect your hustle. They respect the value you bring to the table. They love hearing from you or seeing what you're up to. And it's like something they do every single day, religiously, every day. They grow. It's like they're growing. I don't know, there's something about like changing because of you. Changing. And this nightlife means that they probably, can't sleep, so they watch your videos. Worldly, eccentric, non-religious. I'm getting Aquarius energy. I don't know why I'm getting that. Some kind of Aquarius energy. So air. We have earth and air. Earth and air. Worldly, someone who could be, like I said, there's distance in the way. Maybe this person is far away from you. And they're very exciting. They're very unique. You can't put them in a mold. You can't just say, oh, he's an average Joe. No, it's like somebody who's so unique. Their personality is just so beautiful and different and wild and worldly. And it's like very impulsive energy too. Like you don't know what their next step is going to be. That's what I'm getting with that. All right, to wrap this up, my friends, let's see what message they would love for you to hear. What message would the person watching you want you to hear at this time? What message would your person want you to hear at this time? Pile number one. They can talk to you. What message would they want to tell you? Meditation for peace and serenity. What do they want to tell you? Give into passion and water magic. So, a meditation again for creativity, eccentric. I'm getting Aquarius with the earth sign, grounded. All right, so you got butterflies here, and that is also earth. Yeah, we have earth, air. Okay, so for me, I'm getting the energy behind this is someone very cool, calm, cool, collected. They're probably very spiritual. They could maybe not, but they are very grounded. All this earth energy, my friends, all this earth. Meditation for peace and serenity. They're very one with themselves. And they find value out of you, out of watching your videos or your photos or hearing from you, being in your energy, being in your presence. And look, they're very passionate about you. They probably see your change. Maybe you've grown. Maybe you've changed. Maybe you became this peaceful person, spiritual person. And they too are sharing the same frequency, sharing the same path. And then you have water magic. So this is a full cup of love, and that's what I'm getting. Passion and water. So they are really, really passionate about you, my friends. Very, very, very much so. So that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if this resonates to you, to kind of like collect everything and put it in a 5-second synopsis. This person could be earth sign or air sign. This person could be very much into you, in love with you, or just love you like a family member. This person can be far away, or maybe they watch you from afar, but they're very much nearby. This person could be very mysterious, but they won't be for long. They're going to tell you. They're going to tell you who they are, and they're also very grateful to have you in their life. So take care. I'll see you in the next pile. All my decks that I used are going to be linked below. And don't forget to check out pile number 2 or 3 and the rest of my pick of cards if you feel that this wasn't your message. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Greetings, pile number 2 with the ant. Let me know that you stopped by putting number 2 in the comment section. So number 1 was so like relaxing. I almost felt so relaxed. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm still recording. Let me just pep myself up. I felt so like chill, and my speech was slowing down. I felt really, really cool and like just ready to like veg out and meditate a little bit. I don't know, do some kind of like therapy or something with my cards and just be one. And now this, let's see what this brings you, pile number 2, for who is watching you. So we're gonna we're gonna go with my who oracle here and see what we can figure out for you, number 2. Let's cleanse the energy from the previous session. Pile number 2, who is watching you? Pile number 2. Pile number 2. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of cards. Nope, going right back in. Pile number 2, we do have a fire sign. That was the last one I saw, and I think I need to keep that. Pile number 2, who is watching you? Pile number 2. Pile number 2, who is watching you? Pile number 2. Pile number 2, pile number 2. Alright. Who's watching you? Pile number 2. Who's got their eyes for you? Pile number 2. Who's watching you? Pile number 2. Okay. Last one, down to earth. Okay. Check out pile number 1 if you're looking for an earth sign. Oh my gosh. And look, definitely check out pile number 1 if you're an earth sign with a lot of air, or somebody from your family your family circle. This is definitely pile 1, but we're going to try to figure out what other messages want to come through and dive into another energy. So for you, pile number 2, I feel this person could very much be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This person could very much be part of the LGBTQT community, whether they belong in it themselves or they're an advocate, an ally is what they call them. An ally, someone who isn't, who's for the community. They can very much resonate so deeply with the community. They feel part of it, or maybe they are really part of it. You have social butterfly, someone who can hold a good conversation. Maybe they talk for a living, or maybe they're very friendly and family oriented. Maybe they have a lot of friends. Maybe they're like the class clown, or the popular classmate, the popular colleague at work, whatever. So classmate as in college. Fire sign they could be, but that doesn't really say much. I mean, that can also indicate that that's just the energy that they bring, especially if they're a social butterfly in the workplace. OMG, you can totally go far with that energy. You can totally make some good sales, create a business, entrepreneurial energy with these 2 here in tow. Okay, friends? All right. Pile number 2, who's watching you? Please help me. What is their first name? Please help me. What is their first name? Pile number 2. What is pile number 2's name for the person who's watching? The person who's watching pile number 2, what is their name? We have an H. Oh, there's something underneath it. H. We have I. So H-I-R-I. Okay. What is pile number 1's name? Pile number 1's name. A blank card. So who's watching? It could be a him. This can be anything. This can be any letter you wish. So it could be Rick, Rich, R-I-C-H. You have an H here. Okay. Anything else? Who's watching pile number 2? What is the name? Okay, we have... Yeah, oh wow, another PR. Okay, so it's definitely an R name. Okay, it can be Rich. It can be Paul. It can be Rick. Phil, P-H-I, Phil. We have another P and a W. Wilson, Phillips, Rich. Yeah. Okay, whirl. Give it a whirl. Somebody who's into trying anything, give it a whirl. That's what I'm going to leave you with. Whipped cream. Hire her. Someone who is a colleague, someone who just got hired. Okay, that's what I'm going to leave you with. So, yes, I'm getting, like I said, I'm getting rich like in Richard, or this person is rich. They have a lot of money. So, C-H-R-I-C-H. That's what I'm getting, okay, friends? So, you let me know if that means anything. It can be Rachel as well. Richard, Rachel. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So, all right, so let's figure out what other energy wants to come out for pile number 2. So this is my Who deck, and now this is the Witch Becomes Her Oracle. Please help me describe number two's energy for the person watching number 2. Who's watching number 2? Please help me describe their energy. We have Hermit. Again, check out number 1, because number 1 was about somebody being very mysterious. I got like Hermit energy with a little bit of High Priestess energy. And now it's here. So you could very much have a message stored away in number 1. Just check it out. Just in case after this. Introspection, meditation, withdrawn. Oh my gosh, here we go again. Pile number 1 had meditation twice, and now it's here. So pile number 1 might be your message. Okay, so pile number 2, what? Please help me describe the person watching you. The person watching you, who may they be? We have left-handed witch, taboo, no rules, rebel. So someone who likes adventure, someone who likes to live on the edge, someone who likes to set their own rules, maybe break other people's rules. And then we have skeptical witch. So I think this person, very daring energy. Daring. Like they like to push buttons or push limits. Skeptical, they question everything. They're not going to just say, okay, sure, I'm going to believe everything you tell me. No, they're gonna question it. Look, they have the social butterfly underneath this card. So they question everything. They talk everything through. They want answers all the time. They could be an air sign with fire in their chart. Air and fire. All right, let's see what other cards I can pull for this energy. Please help me describe. This is my Autumn's Delight deck. Number 2, who is the person watching you upon number 2? Who's this person watching you upon number 2? Who's this person watching you upon number 2? Okay, this is the Autumn's Delight deck. So we have intrusion, we have habits, and territorial. Oh, you know what this is? This is kind of reminding me of somebody who has, I don't know, they have like the protective claws over you. You know, someone who probably binge watches your videos, or they're always on your social media seeing what new posts you're putting up there because they want to protect you. They want to make sure you're okay, make sure you're safe. Yeah, they're intruding in your social media for sure. Look at that. Spying on you. And let me think. Do you know, I don't know if you know this person. You might not know this person. You got the fire sign, you got the lantern with the hermit. So I don't think you know this or if you do, you probably do know. There's 2 scenarios. This is general. You probably know this person, but you don't know that they're watching you. Or you don't know this person at all, and you definitely don't know who they are, and you don't know that they're watching you. Well, now you know. So one thing is, if this seems familiar, you might know them. If not, you probably don't know them at all. So my suggestion is to be careful with what you put on social media. Whatever whatever can be used against you, be careful putting that on social media. whatever pictures you're not too proud of, or whatever you want to keep under wraps, whatever you want to keep, kept private, make sure you don't let your social media just be out open to the public. Make sure you keep it for just your friends to watch or see or follow. Okay? Because this person likes to break the rules. This person, could be very territorial. They might be, binge watching your content while they're having breakfast every single day, trying to keep tabs on you, trying to see what you're doing, where you're going, territorial. So just, be mindful of that energy. Be mindful, because you never know who's watching who's collecting photos, who's whoever, whatever. Okay, X, Y, and Z. When I say whatever, I don't just mean like let's brush it under the table. I just mean X, Y, and Z, etc., etc. That's what I mean by whatever. Okay. What message would they want to tell you? If they could tell you, if they can talk to you, pile number 2. What message would pile number 2's person, watcher, want to tell pile number 2? Be careful. Yeah, it's telling me to be careful again. Okay, so who's watching you? What message would they want to tell you? Pile number 2. Pile number 2, who's watching you? Pile number 2. And what message? Pile number 2, who's watching? So you got the winter. And now you have remembrance. And there was another card here that flipped over by itself. There we go. So, alright, you have witches have power. So maybe somebody who has power over you. It can be like someone who you look up to, someone you're afraid of. It can be a parental figure, or someone you respect and you would never be caught talking back to them. Wow, look at this energy. Look at that. Wow, it's like this, it's almost the same energy. So this person might have a hold of you on something. It could be, like I said, a parental figure, or maybe it's like, other people watching you to make sure that you're in alignment or doing what you need to do, or you're following the rules, because you like to break rules. So make sure you're not breaking the wrong rules, my friends. You could be watched by the authority, if you know what I'm saying. So just, someone very powerful. And this rainbow is like saying they have their hands on everything. That can be what it's also saying. Someone who has their hand on every piece of social media you belong to, or that everybody else belongs to. So just be careful with that. The Watchtower, winter, Watchtower of the North, winter. I don't know what that means. It can mean that maybe you'll start to see certain activity around winter time, or maybe you need to be careful putting your important information around winter time. It can be somebody that is very cold to you. You do have fire here. Then you have cold. It's like polar opposites. That's interesting. We have incubation. Like I said, you don't know who they are, or you don't know that they're watching you. You might know them, but you might not know exactly what their name is or why they're watching you. And then we have remembrance with ancestors. Again, with pile number 1's message. Totally go to number 1 for another part of your message, because ancestor came out with my Autumn's Delight deck. And now here it is again, remembrance. So it might be somebody from your immediate family, someone who holds a lot of power over you, which can be a relative, and what I mean by that is, oh my gosh, I would never disrespect my relative. They have so much power over me, and it could be somebody that you talk with eventually, periodically, like, your mom, your dad, your sisters, your brother, whatever. I think they're doing it for protection reasons, my friends. I don't think it's anything malicious. Maybe somebody you grew up with. And look, the womb. So whose womb were you connected to? Your mother. Or it could be a grandmother, So I think it's definitely a family member. Definitely. So maybe somebody, maybe this is here for a reason to tell you that it's somebody from the same gender as you. So let me know if this resonates. Oh my gosh, I'm getting Aquarius energy again, but with fire in her chart. With power, fire. So someone just making sure you're okay, you're safe, that you're doing what you need to do for yourself, you're being safe on social media, you know, making sure that you are where you say you are, you know, just protective energy. That's what I'm getting. So thank you for watching. If this resonates at all, please put number 2. If not, then please put number 2. I would love to keep you in mind for future readings. And don't forget, I have many other pick a cards in my playlist on my other channel. I'm going to link everything down below, and I have more pick a cards coming. So I hope that you can stick around. Much love to you, and thank you so much. Pile number 3, thank you for being here. Let me know that you stopped by putting 3 in the comments. Let's see who you have that is watching you. So number 3, please check out number 1 and 2. They were kind of similar. Number 3, let's see. Who's watching your social media, or who's watching you in general? Pile number 3. If you're new, please do consider subscribing. If not, thank you so much for being here. And also keep in mind that I do have a Lightworker channel, my Be Loving Crystals channel for lightwork and deck reviews. I'll have the links below too. This is my Who Oracle for sale on my Etsy shop. Links are below. Who's watching you? Pile number 3. Please help me clarify this body art card. Who's watching you? This one wants to come out, and this one, and the top one. So who's watching you? And we got screen time. So someone you know online, perhaps, definitely watching you on social media. Alright, so we have astrology. So they could be into astronomy or astrology. They could be very spiritual. They can consider themselves a starseed, if that's what they resonate most with. Beauty and fashion, they could love how they look, love the exterior part of themselves. You know, maybe they're very attractive, or maybe they find you attractive, or maybe they're just very good looking. Well, yeah, same thing. But in your eyes, you know, they know that they are, but maybe in your eyes you would consider them to be very good looking here. The other thing here, we have 30s here, so they can be a young soul in an older person's body, or an old soul in a younger person's body. So, you know, if this resonates, and, you know, let me know. If not, maybe you haven't met them just yet. Okay, let's use our, this is, oh, snuckers. This is our Which Becomes Her Oracle. Which becomes her? Who is this person? Pile number 3. Who is the person watching you? Who is the person watching you? So the first one, Gypsy, Witch, Travel. So this person can be, yeah, we have, look, this person out of space, right? Out in space. So this person could be far away from you. Or this person, there's like distance in the way. Maybe you guys have met, and maybe someone moved away. Or maybe they are physically, or maybe they're really close to you, but yet far away. You know, like, I can be close to my best friend. I'm sorry, I have a close friends, but we are so busy that it's hard to connect. It's hard to, like, get together, all of us, as a, you know, friends and family. So it can be that kind of situation, travel. And she's high up in the sky, so there could be, like, distance, like I said. You got the hippie witch here, so peace, free spirit, unconventional. So this person is really different from you, but that's what makes you guys compatible, or that's what makes them feel drawn to you. There's something about your energy they want more of. They want to, you know, they probably find you attractive or appealing, or someone very interesting to get to know. They probably see you as someone who's from another world, you know. Maybe they consider you as someone who's just so left field, so different, so eccentric. So, look, free-spirited, yes. And you could be a very peaceful person. Maybe they see you as someone who's always in their head. You got this swing up in the sky. So maybe they see you to be somebody who's always, like, in La La Land. So you're always, like, floating, you know? Maybe that's how they see you. But they find that interesting about you, because you're so, like, full of life, and you're just like a breath of fresh air. You're like, maybe it's hard for them to grab a hold of you too. Maybe you're so busy that it's hard for them to reach you by phone, by whatever, so they watch your social media instead. Fire came out in number 2, I believe, and now it's here. Ignition, personal power and intensity. So the energy could be very magnetic, where they and skeptical, having good conversations with you, always asking you questions, getting to know you, wanting to question everything. Like they could be an air sign, also very logical thinker here. But what I'm saying with this, it's something very magnetic. Like they just love being around you. You know, like the fire is passion. You know, they can't get enough of your energy. They just love being plugged in. Whether it's watching your videos or being in your presence physically, you know, like you having good conversations and the like. Let me see. Please help me with their name, their first name for pile number 3. What is their first name? Please help me. Who's the first name of the person watching you, pile number 3? What is the first name of the person that may be watching you? So we have K or C, V, A, then S. Okay, so let's see, Cass or Cams. We got C-A-M-S. Yeah, I look at the little letters too. Calves, that can be one. Vax. Cat. Vas. Sac. Savvy. Sam. Oh, okay. Sam and Cam. Oh, we have Scam as well. Or Mac. Is Mary Mac? No, Mac and Max. Alright, that's what I'm, Max, M-A-X. It could be, or Mac. Alright, that's what I'm getting for the name portion of it all. Alright, so if they can tell you a message, what would it be? This person really likes you. I don't know, like this, it's like they just find that you're good company. Oh, they could love camping. They probably have a lot of tattoos, or maybe you do, and they like that about you. They see you going places, like this swing here. They see you going places, even though the swing just goes back and forth. They see you still moving, fire movement. They see you doing things for yourself. And that's why they like to watch you. What would they want to tell you? Okay, ouch. What would they want to tell you, pile number 3? You have, oh my gosh. All right, I'll tell you what I'm saying, oh my gosh, about. Greet the darkness. So it can be someone very, very mysterious and dark and just into, like, you know, goth or Halloween stuff, horror stuff. Maybe they like horror movies, all the like. Here, yeah, so greet the darkness, or it could be that they prefer to be in the dark, you know. Maybe they don't want you to know who they are, you know. Maybe they're very, very elusive. Just like, oh yeah, we got the didn't we get, oh, that was in pile number 1. Number 1 had the hermits, so we got a hermit energy. The veil, so maybe someone who has, you know, who is dealing with their shadows. Maybe someone very spiritual. Maybe somebody into like death or learning about death. Or maybe they had some kind of awakening, near-death experience. Or maybe they're going through a change. And that's why they're gravitating towards you, because they see there's something about you that's very relatable. And they like that about you. And the veil, so I think they're going to reveal themselves to you. They're just going to make themselves known more. As time progresses, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this person keeps liking my photos. Oh, I didn't even know you were on my social media. Oh, cool. And then you got wolf. So check out pile number 2. We got the wolf in pile number 2. I feels like my picker cards, number 1, 2, and 3, they all have to do with something. Something ties each of the piles together. So wolf. This person, I think, is going to let you know that they're watching. See, she's howling. So she's going to, you know, either he or she is going to start liking your stuff more, message you, This person is probably talking about you in good ways to others, probably recommending your videos or your photos or your profile to other people. Yeah, that's what I'm getting with. And I'm leaving you with. Let me see. Pawn number 3, who's watching you? Please help me describe them. Who's watching you? Pawn number 3. Pawn number 3, who's watching you? So home, somebody who's very close to home. Somebody who could very much be like a neighbor or someone who you hang out with often. Maybe you've been to their home a few times. Mischief, like I said, they might be into like those dark type of movies, naughty, like mischievous, like crime movies or crime investigation shows, like all that stuff. Of the weird things happening, bad things happening, but also those, like the crime stuff or like the mystery things, like who did this, who did that. Solve the mystery kind of stuff. That's what I'm getting here. I think they also are very introverted. They probably don't like to talk too much about themselves. Expulsion. This can tell me, like I said, they are going to let you know that they're watching. Like I said with number 1, purity. So they have a good heart and they're watching you. They have good intentions. They're watching you for a good reason. There's nothing bad about them. It's just that, maybe they find you very intriguing. Superstition, they can be into superstitions. They can be into the occult. They could be into, taboo stuff and, whatever people talk. Oh, I get it. Like debunking things. Like if there's a rumor going around, this person's going to get to the bottom of it and see and try to prove you wrong, let you know that this is not true. Superstition, it's like everybody thinks bad cats or black cats are bad, but they're not. So and this person's going to make it known that whatever you believe in is false. Like that's what I'm getting here. And then you have obsession. So they could be obsessed with you. They could be really loving your energy, loving what you post on your social media, feeling really good about whatever it is that you post. Maybe it makes them feel happy or good, or maybe it makes them feel they're not bored, like they're not bored anymore, like they have a reason to wake up in the morning because they can look forward to, what you're going to do next on your social media. So that's what I'm getting. Thank you so much for watching. You have a lovely, lovely day. If I helped you in any way, please do let me know in the comments, and you take care. Don't forget, I have a Lightworker channel, and all my decks, Who, Which Becomes Her, and Autumn's Delight, as well as my 17 other decks, or 14 other decks are going to be linked to my Etsy. You have a lovely rest of your day. Bye-bye. Hey friends, I just wanted to let you know that I do have a tip jar if you would like to support this channel and keep the energy going. The energy exchange goes a long way. It helps me stay motivated with pick cards and other fun videos here on the channel. So there are different ways to do that. I have the join memberships right next to my subscribe button. If you click on that, you'll see all the different tiers that I offer. It's also reflective on Patreon, so whatever you decide to choose, it would mean so much to me, and your name gets put at the beginning of my videos to say thank you for your support. You help keep the fun train going. And I also would like to invite you to check out my Etsy shop. I have personal readings on there if you want to support me that way. Consider collecting one of your VLC decks by yours truly.